Morning, it's me, Banjo. We drop off my husband Davy. I think I mentioned Davy and showed him the last video, but I didn't say that my husband's name is Davy. Anyway, I dropped him off at Bart because in the rain later. We're going to the movies this evening. We're going to see Creed 2. And I dropped off, since it's gonna rain, I don't want him to ride his bike. And I actually need to drop off the car to the tire shop because our front tire is really low. Thread's only like 2 and a 3. So, need to change that before we actually head out for our road trip this weekend. We're going to Pollock Pines. It's in, El Dorado County. It's on the way to South Tahoe. It's off of 50. And we're actually gonna go to Apple Hill and get some apple cider donuts. I'm really excited. But I'm gonna go and drop off the car so they can give us so they can put in new tires that we'll pay for. And that way we'll have safe driving. Initially it was gonna rain both days, so I was a little worried. I'm like, it's not safe to be driving, which is low tread, and especially in the rain and a hilly area. So I was like, ugh. We dropped off the car and now Banjo and I are walking back home, but he's sniffing a lot of things, so it's gonna take us a while. He smells lots of other dogs, mostly their pee. Usually take Banjo with me so that we can get a good walk back home. It's about a mile, so he gets a 30-minute walk. And then he gets to explore new things. And Banjo, ooh, come on, so excited. Oh my goodness. Come on, let's go. So I'm so excited. Ever since we started intermittent fasting, I'm just so hungry, and I'm just looking forward to 12 o'clock so I can start eating. I usually eat breakfast. I'm a breakfast person, but it was really hard. It wasn't hard not eating immediately when I wake up, because at times I'm so busy I don't have time to wake up. But I do enjoy breakfast, and I like starting your day, sitting down and eating something, even if it's just something quick. It doesn't have to be elaborate breakfast or anything. But I'm also excited because I'm gonna heat up my leftovers from yesterday's dinner with my mother-in-law. I'm gonna eat that. I'm so excited. I love leftovers. I know some people don't like leftovers, and I think, I don't know. Everybody has their preference, but I don't get it. Like, if I have good food, I want to eat more of it. I guess having fresh food's better. Some things are better actually the next day, I think. Like soup. Versus like a few other things. Like, I don't know. I like leftover pizza sometimes. I want some rice. Try not to eat too much carbs, but I felt like rice would go well with it. So I packed Davy some of the food for lunch, and I packed him some of we had a seafood clay pot, and I was packing him that leftover originally. As I was putting it in, I'm like smelling it. I'm like, oh, this is like a strong fishy smell. I'm like, people in his work are not gonna be happy if he microwaved that. So I had to actually take it out from his container and packed him the other item we had, which was the BANJO style tofu. Yeah, we saw it say BANJO style, so we're like, let's just get it. It's a tofu dish, so we like tofu, so it's no problem for us. Oh, so hungry. I'm so glad. See, when you have leftovers, you have instant food. And we ate all the broccoli yesterday, so I'm gonna still, well, it's to share. It's not Banjo's, but I usually steam veggies for us and Banjo. And I usually just tell Davy that it's Banjo's, so don't eat, it's Banjo's broccoli or veggies, don't eat all of it. And he thinks I'm always joking around, but I'm serious. Alright, this is my plate. This is Banjo's style tofu. It's a mixture of tofu, minced shrimp, and I don't know, some type of flour, I think. They mix it up to make sure and they fry it into little balls. And they had broccoli all over around the dish and this mushroom sauce. I added my green beans I talked about earlier, steamed from, I think, Sunday's dinner. And then we ordered a clay pot of seafood XO sauce. Seafood clay pot with XO sauce. And I keep a bag of Trader Joe's fried rice for emergency kind of dinner meals. And I throw it in sometimes if I need some rice with my dish. Probably could eat without the rice, but it's just so cold today and rice just seems so comforting. I'm so excited to dig, and let me know if you guys intermittent fast or have been interested in it. It's something that I tried before, and I did it for, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks or maybe close to a month, and I just didn't see benefits for it myself, and I talked to a family friend and I decided to try again. Yeah, the first time I did, I don't know, I think this time that I'm doing intermittent fasting, I'm a bit more mindful of it. And I do like the fact that, let me adjust myself, it just controls how much I eat. My problem is that I enjoy food and I love the taste of food. So I like to eat, and I'm a snacker, and I've worked really hard and it's not snacking as much, but it just controlled, like, it takes out 1 meal out of your day, and then it stops you from eating at a certain time. So for me, my cutoff is at 8, so I mean I won't be snacking after 8 o'clock, because sometimes, you know, you get the little snack munchies late at night, so you're like, oh, just nibble on some chips, or like, oh, it's like a piece of the leftover chicken I had. That just cuts me off. And I started to do it again because think about it in terms of your digestive system. So to give your digestive system a break between your last meal to your next meal the next day. And I was listening to this podcast and they say that it should be at least 12 hours. So if you stop at eating at 8, then the next time your meal you have the next day can be at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, just give your digestive system a break so you can fully process the food that you just ate. So that's why I started intermittent fasting again. I actually just started doing the 12-hour in between my last meal of the day and my next meal in the morning, and decided to, why not just push it to 12 o'clock and try the intermittent fasting. Just talking to a friend, he was just telling us like other benefits from it. Just boosting your immune system, like increase your hormones, these other things. I don't want to get into the science of it because I myself don't know everything, and it's not my specialty. So, but I'm just curious if any of you guys intermittent fast, and if you're curious, want to try it out or not. We're here to see Creed. I bought my own blanket. It's a little cold. Cold for California standards, at least. What'd you think of the movie? What's that? Good.
I cried.
You cried?
Multiple times. You didn't cry? Was it better than the first one?
No.